Hello, my lovely Leos. This is Melissa with Enchanted Emerald bringing you your reading for August 2021. Before we get started, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button below so that you get notified of all of the new content as it comes out so that you don't miss a thing, okay? As always, before I tap into the energy here too much, I use, of course, the traditional Rider-Waite deck for almost all of my readings. It's just my favorite deck. It's what I do. Everybody, I think, probably has their own favorite deck. So usually how I do it is read each of the cards, and then I talk to you a little bit about self-care, just because self-care is so important, and so that's just something that I'm a huge proponent of, and that's what I advocate that people are doing because it helps us to stay present and focused and connected. So Leo, overall, I think really for you, I feel like it's going to be coming in with a roar for you. August is. And so I do feel like you're going to be putting up a bit of a front here and kind of like maybe showing off a little bit, like pretending that things are all good and being sarcastic a little bit, trying to get through this energy. But deep down, we know you are a golden-hearted, beautiful lion, and so you have a lot of strength and grace that surrounds you. And I think toward the end of the month, you're going to be letting your guard down just a little bit so that you can connect on a deeper level with your worth and with someone who sees your worth and values you for that. So this is really great energy. And as we connect here for the 1st through the 7th, the first card we have is the 8 of Wands. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of communication going back and forth. I feel what I'm hearing from Spirit with this is like that it's a two-way street, okay? And you're seeing the signs that you're feeling supported in whatever communication this is coming from other people, that you're understanding that, wow, this feels really good. This feels like supportive, loving energy, and you like it, right? You like that. Right now, you might be feeling like you're going down a one-way street and you're seeing the sign that says do not enter, right? And so you feel like you're going the wrong way. And, I do feel like this communication that's going back and forth, that it might feel like you're going the wrong way if you're turning around and heading toward that, right? Maybe you feel compelled to stay where you're at. Maybe you're stuck in a contract, so to speak. Maybe you're in a marriage. Maybe you're stuck in a contract at work or something like that. Maybe you're stuck in something where you're feeling like you have to stay. There's an obligation for you to fulfill there. And so going this other path doesn't necessarily feel like it's the right path for you at this time, but you like the idea, you like the energy that comes in with that. So I feel like there's a little bit of doubt that's kind of lingering there with you. There's a lot of choices here, right? And that's exactly what the 7 of Cups is. You see that there's a lot of different possibilities. And I think at the end of the day, you don't have to prove your worth to anybody. You're the lion. You're the king of the jungle, okay? And this is exactly for what Spirit is saying. You don't have to prove that you're king to anybody. And so if you are trying to prove that you're a king to somebody, well then, that's exerting a lot of energy. It can kill your vibe a little bit, right? And so there is a message here for you to stand in your power and allow opportunities to come to you. What's meant for you will always find a way to you, okay? And that's really what I feel with this for you, Leo. So, I feel like, the lions, they don't really have a lot of fear, right? They're at the top of the food chain. They don't have a lot of fear. So I don't feel like you're working through a lot of fear with this. I think it's mostly like you just feel stuck, okay? But you know that there's different options out there for you, which is a good thing. So it's about finding here your strength and your courage, right? Your strength and your courage. And, I feel with this, it's about standing in your power, okay? So I want you to tap into your lion or your lioness and really, like with lions, they have their pride. And so tapping into your self-worth, right? And understanding your value as a leader. You are the leader. You get to choose what you do and don't do with your life, right? And so when I speak about the leadership, or you running in a leadership role here, what I really, really feel with this is it's more of like an inner authority, right? Okay. So this isn't going to be something that's expressed outwardly. This is something that you have to get in touch with internally. So this is like your inner authority. So how we make our decisions, right? How we feel that we're doing what's best for us in terms of connecting with our intuition, or following our internal compass, so to speak, right? Or our moral compass, right? What's beneficial for you, and where does your power lie within this situation, right? So, and also, if you haven't heard of human design, and you know, you can look that up, human design, you know, America or something like that. I can't remember the exact website, I apologize, but that can help you with your energetic blueprint of where and how you make your decisions in your life. And that will help you to understand that a little bit better. But basically what this is more about like your willpower, right? Like your control, you know, because I feel here where you're feeling stuck is that you feel like you're maybe doing you're sacrificing yourself for the benefit of all, or you're not turning yourself to what you deserve because you're restraining yourself to stay within this situation, maybe out of, you know, you're feeling like you're being controlled or something like that. So understand that you have a lot more power than you think that you know, a lot more power than you think. Okay, so really understand that it's about tapping into that and connecting with that power, and then having the courage to take the action to do what you need to do as a result of that. So as we move into the energy of the 8th through the 14th, we have the Four of Pentacles here with the Empress. This Empress actually came out, there was 2 cards that came out when the Empress came out. So the Empress popped out with the Ace of Swords. So these 2 came out together. And then the last card for that week is the Devil. So they all came out together. Now that looks a little bit rough, you know, but here is what the message is with this, is that you like what you see. You like these options. You like to think of yourself as having an option or being able to move into something new. And it's like Temptation Island, right? So whether that's a person, whether it's a situation, you like that, right? You don't like to be told what to do. And so understanding that you can channel the energy of like not being told what to do into tapping into that willpower and your own personal power and getting in the driver's seat and making that choice for yourself, right? So I feel like sometimes maybe you use your sarcastic tone or your humor or something like that to kind of sugarcoat situations to help you to deal with your everyday situations. And I feel like sometimes it disregards other people's feelings, or it drowns out other people's voices. So make sure that other people have a chance to be heard. They might really have a valid point for you, and they might have something to say that would benefit you. So making sure you're actively listening to others as they bring points to the table, because it might be something that you'd be like, like I didn't think about that, and it would be something that would carry you into this new perspective that would shift in how you see your power and how you tap into that. So just be mindful that if you're having conversations, you know, just think about what is being said and be open with that, okay? So again, you know, I feel like sometimes you kind of crave like the adrenaline high, and I feel you know, when you're in that space and you're kind of like running on that energy, you have a potential to overreact as well when you're in that space. So if you're interacting with other people, that's something to be mindful of, because you don't want to lash out at somebody. You really, really need the support, especially this month. And I feel like it's like two tones. Spirit is showing me like two tones. One's like this creamy off-white, and then one's this like dark brown. I feel like you just go 0 to 100. There is no in between there, especially with this, so like the color, the shades, right? There's 0 to 100. You go fast when you make decisions, when you react. Like everything about you, Leo, I think is just like off the charts this month, and I think in general too, right? So I feel like this week, though, the week of the 8th through the 14th, we have a new sheriff in town, right? That Empress energy, right? And so this Empress, she's going to bring that new perspective with this, he or she, right? Going to bring that new perspective, right? Okay. So this new sheriff, this is somebody who is going to try to get you to see the error of your ways, right? This is the devil. This is like cycles and stuff that need to be broken in order to get into new growth patterns, right? So it could be our thoughts. It could be things playing out in our day-to-day. It could be anything. So this person is going to really bring in a whole new perspective. This Empress could be the one that is telling you what you need to hear to really shift you or jolt you out of this pattern that you just keep repeating and you just can't seem to get past. So really be open, because I feel like this Empress is going to be planting the seeds, right, in our mind to help you grow. And I feel this Empress has such loving, beautiful energy. Now this could be maternal energy, could be grandmother, it could just be a woman that shows up in your life that is just radiating this beauty and love and light, and you are just like attracted to that light, and you're like, show me the way. And so that's really what I feel with that. And so just be open. You really love the energy. You're drawn to the energy. It's for a reason. And so that's really what I feel. That again, I do feel like that could be a male or a female, but I do feel like that's more predominantly a female that could show up. Okay. So August 15th through the 21st for you, we have the 9 of Wands. Got your guard up a little bit. Okay. And that comes in with the Knight of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. That's our next set in the week. And then toward the end of the week, it comes out with the Justice card. Okay? And so with those cards, what I'm really feeling is, first and foremost, Spirit made it very clear at the beginning of the week or within that week that somebody has a fur baby that could potentially be ill. So I'm just throwing that out there. That's a specific message probably for somebody. So just stay tuned, in tune with your fur baby if you have one that's near and dear to your heart. But I feel overall with the cards itself, we really want to slowly let our guard down. So this is really a week for you to try to understand why it is that you have your guard up. Try to consciously let your guard down to level that playing field out a little bit. You can see with the Justice card with the scales there, that I feel like it'll be leveling out so that this Empress feels like, okay, so I see this person is on my level, and now they have to just be open. And so are you open? When you're not open, you can't be open to new opportunities and new people coming in, and you can't be open to joy, and you can't be open to all of these other beautiful things. So if you're letting your guard down a bit, that is where these really great things can happen for you. And so, I feel like the scales in this card, specifically, this is like really recognizing here. I feel like this could be a Libra that you're working with. It doesn't have to be, but I just feel like there is this fire, and so this fire with this air, and it just like combusts. And so I just feel like there's a lot of passion with whatever this is, whatever you're putting your energy into. I feel like it has a potential to really go really well. So, again, with the scales though, leveling the playing field, there's like this equal give and take, and should this be a Libra, like they tend to be very social and have their own thing going. And so I feel like that would be really great to give you the space that you need to also flourish. Because I feel a little bit with this that you might just be feeling frightened or fearful about losing your individuality as you move through that. So, I feel like that's something to be mindful of, that this would be something that would just be a perfect balance, a harmony, to create space for you to grow. And, like something, like this person will give you something to aspire to even, right? Like this person's leveling up, you're leveling up, they're leveling up. And, it's just this beautiful growth. I like it. So as we move into the 22nd through the 31st, we have the Four of Wands. And then the Tower card comes out. So that looks a little rough one, right? So this beautiful, secure space, right? And then we have the Tower card that comes in and everything's being knocked over. And then there's some impulsive action. So what I'm making of all of this here is that I feel as though you might have found a dangerous solution, Leo, for, the after, like coming into like, what am I going to do about my situation from the beginning of the month that we were talking about? I feel like you're almost good staying with the status quo. You're almost like, I can just stay in this situation. But it's not fulfilling, right? But it's secure, right? It's stable. And so that's where I feel like that's that dangerousness, right? Because there's no growth, I don't feel, there for you if you're not pressing yourself to push beyond your limits a little bit. And so just in the last inning, you decide, but no, I deserve more. And so you decide to try to break free from those chains, right? And so here we go. There's the Tower. You're deciding to jump ship a little bit. It's okay though, because the foundation's intact. Even though it doesn't look intact, it really is. The foundation's intact. You have your peace and security and knowing who you are, and you are going after what you deserve, which is a beautiful thing, okay? So you found your courage and you're heading on out there. And I feel like this courage is found in maybe a conversation with a friend, it's a social situation. I couldn't feel all the way into that energy, but that energy actually feels a bit out there. I feel like there's some distance in that, so I'm not necessarily certain that is something that's going to manifest 100%, but I do feel that there is a potential to have that worth and that courage come from a conversation with somebody, okay? That they're pushing you, and then you're like, you feel empowered, and then you're like, yeah, I got this, I can do this. And so, but I do feel like most of that comes from you, from within. You have done a lot of thinking throughout the month, and you decided that this is what you wanted. The conversation with the friend, should that happen, I feel is just something that's going to push you over the brink, that you're just 100% all in, and then without a doubt, you just know without a doubt. I feel like if you were to come to this conclusion on your own, it'd be like a 98%, but you'd still do it. You have a little bit of a reservation, but you'd still do it, right? And so with that friend, it kind of pushes you way over the 100%. You'd be like 110%, right? I think that's just the energy that this person would bring in for you. So I feel, that you're going after what you deserve, and you're going after it with lots and lots of flair, lots of gusto, right? Super excited and going fast into this, right? And so you're getting out of a situation and you're heading into something that is beautiful for you with that Empress. You're ready. Okay? So that's what I really feel. I really feel like it will pay off. At the bottom of the deck there was the Ace of Cups, all your senses, and Knight of Cups, offering your cup of love, and just some beautiful energy. It's immature love. It's just starting to grow and coming into your own a little bit with that. So I like that. So self-care wise, Leo, we have spend time with animals. Spend time with animals. Now this is funny because for the August energy reading that I did the other day, it was actually spending time with animals was part of the energy this month of nurturing ourselves. So this I love. Spending time with animals for you, to me, it's more about like an unconditional love that you get from the animals. I do feel as though that you could, feel guided and guarded by them, but I do feel too, it's not about the messages with them. It's a healing that happens between you and the animals, and so I feel like whether you have an animal or not, it's about connecting with that energy. Whether you watch the videos on YouTube of the animals, whether you're volunteering somewhere, whether you're remembering things from childhood of these animals, that you had and how happy that made you, something like that, connecting with that energy throughout the month, I think could be a really good thing for you. Just in terms of how that plays into our energy, because with Leo, you're a lion, and so I just feel like it all just plays a piece somehow. And so be open though to following that, like if you feel when you're outside and you're walking in nature, if you're drawn to something, and there's a particular bird, and maybe you haven't seen that bird in a while, or maybe you have seen that bird but you feel like it's a message, it's probably a message. Okay, so get online then, look up what does that mean, and try to process some of those things, because it will help you to connect better, not just with nature and all of that, but like with yourself. Okay, and try to do an emotional check-in with that as well. So beautiful energy here for you, Leo, for this month. I love it. If you have any other Leos that are near and dear to your heart, please don't hesitate to share this with them so they can benefit from the messages as well. Again, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of the new content coming out. And if you're interested in your own personal reading, I'd love to be able to do that for you. I'm going to put my Facebook and my website link in there in the description box if you are interested in booking for that. As always, I'll be back with another read for you guys again soon. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.